Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a movie recap on all the movies that I watched in 2024. I'm not going to go too in depth on every single movie because I have reviewed some of these before, but I just thought it would be fun to make a little time capsule video of what I watched during this past year. Somehow it turned out to be exactly 50 movies, unless I'm forgetting some, but this is the list that I have of all the movies that I watched last year. Let's get started with the first one. So up first, we have Elemental. Love Elemental. I could watch it time and time again. The second one, we have Interstellar. I do need to watch Interstellar again because I feel like I didn't get everything the first time. Past Lives. This one was slow-paced and meaningful. Ocean's 8. Ocean's 8 is always a fun movie to watch about some women getting away with crime. For 5, we have Coco. This one I definitely must have watched last January. Adventures in Babysitting, the Disney Channel original movie with Sabrina Carpenter. Cloud 9 only seems right to watch in January. The Silencing, I'm not really into thrillers like that, but this was one of the thrillers that I had watched last year. Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen. The Cheetah Girls. Jump In. Apparently I was on a DCOM kick because these are all Disney Channel movies. Milena. This one I had watched originally when I was in college. I watched it I had taken a film class, so for some reason I used some clips from Milena for whatever film I was doing. So that's when I had watched it the first time, and then I watched it another time last year. Dinner at My Place. It's like a Nollywood movie, but like a modern one. Burning, not my kind of film. I don't remember why I watched Burning, but I ended up liking it. Like, it was good. And also I know I'm not describing all of these movies, so basically if any of the titles sound interesting, you would have to do your own research and look it up. Children of Heaven. So I'm part of a film club. We have a couple movies that we watch every couple weeks, then we meet and then we talk about them. So that's why I had watched this one. Baran, also a film I would have never watched on my own without the film club. Number 17, we have The Menu. It's a mockery of different things relating to politics, social hierarchy, all that kind of stuff. The Last Song. Miley Cyrus should get back into acting. I don't know if she's been in anything recently, but she should get back into acting. Also love her as a musician. Like, her voice is, you can recognize it anywhere. Little Women, love Little Women. Don't Worry Darling. I don't think I rated this one high. It was okay. The Zone of Interest, heavy movie, but it was good. Like, it was composed very well. Uglies. Poor Things. No Exit, don't recommend. Triangle of Sadness, similar to The Menu, also like a mockery style film. Lady Bird, it's like a true coming of age film. Barbie, Forrest Gump. I feel like this is one of the movies that you need to watch like every 2 years. Crazy Rich Asians, I actually don't even remember watching it. I must have watched part of it. I've watched it before, but I must have watched like part of it. So I don't even remember when I watched Crazy Rich Asians, but it's on my list. Stuart Little. I haven't watched Stuart Little in so long because I was doing my younger cousin's hair. I was doing her hair and I didn't want her to be bored while I was doing her hair. So we put on a movie and we had watched Stuart Little. It's really about a rodent though. But then again, so is Ratatouille. Osmosis Jones. This one I had never watched before either. It was that same day when I was doing my cousin's hair. The summary of Osmosis Jones is that you can compare it to Inside Out, but with everything that has to do with inside your body. It has to do with germs inside out in your stomach. That's how I would describe Osmosis Jones. For number 32, we have La La Land. It's good if you like musicals. Oh my gosh, it's snowing. But I will say that the movie does sound beautiful. Like, I didn't sit in front of the screen to watch it the whole time, but it sounds beautiful. 33, we have Four Christmases. It's chaotic. 34, we have May December. After Sun, that one I would give a full score. I would give it a 5 out of 5 because it just has a unique way of capturing a feeling. I know all movies do, of course, but this one is like, I watched it and I was like, yeah. Holiday Crashers. This one is a Hallmark movie, but I will say it's the best Hallmark movie that I watched during December. I throw on Hallmark and you watch it but like, do you really watch it? I didn't list out every single Hallmark movie that I watch because I wouldn't even know what to say. It was with Daniela Monet, aka Trina from Victorious. It's about these two best friends and they just crashed holiday parties. They make up fake names, they go to a bunch of different work holiday parties, but then obviously it's a Hallmark movie and it has to have somewhat of a plot. And it had a pretty good one. I don't have it on the list here, but I'll just talk about all the Hallmark movies since I'm on the topic. I had watched one where she's a baker and obviously she goes back to her small town. She has to bake, but she runs into her high school sweetheart. But then they had another movie where it was the same plot basically, but they were just Amish. So no idea is a bad idea on Hallmark. Home Alone 1, classic. Every time I watch Home Alone every year, I'm just amazed. Home Alone 2, same thing applies. Rarely are the second movies just as good as the first, but this one was just as good, if not better. Polar Express, Candy Cane Lane. This one was a holiday movie with Eddie Murphy. It was pretty good. Red One. When I watched Red One, I liked it. I found it funny. But then I was hearing other people, and I don't think people liked it as much. But I mean, it was just Dwayne Johnson being Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Emphasis on The Rock. Deck the Halls, movie plot of wanting to be the best decorated house on the block. I think this is also a real thing because I've noticed during Christmas that sometimes you'll drive past houses and they'll have lights, they'll have decorations, but then you'll drive past them again and it's like all the neighbors have like upped all their decorations. And this is how it goes for a few days where people are just bringing out more decorations and then all of a sudden it becomes this unspoken competition between neighbors to have the best decorated house. So these little movies about, oh, people want to decorate the best, I think it's real. I think it's real in some neighborhoods. Christmas with the Cranks. Surprisingly, I only watched this movie once during Christmas. Last year, 2023, I don't know how, but I managed to watch it like 3 or 4 times. And this time I only watched it once. Number 44, we have Carry On. This was the new Netflix movie that came out during December. I thought it was pretty good. Mufasa. I liked it. The songs are pretty catchy. The My Brother song is probably my favorite from the soundtrack. It ends with us. The best way I can summarize it is that it feels like there were too many cooks in the kitchen with this movie. I haven't read the book, but I assume that the general consensus is that the book is better than the movie. It just felt like it was just like cut and pasted together. It's like one person maybe wanted the film to look this way, but then there was pushback. That definitely reads in the movie. Whatever conflict was being had with the cast, it shows. The sleepover, this one was pretty funny. It was about these kids and they have a sleepover and their parents get taken because they're undercover secret agents or something. So the whole night is spent with the kids having to save their parents. Our Little Secret with Lindsay Lohan. All I know is that I was very happy to see Lindsay Lohan acting. Dun 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 dun. Wicked, the movie of the year, the talk of the town. I would rank it pretty high. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5. The 0.5 I just take off because I wasn't that interested in the movie, but I can appreciate that it was great. Popular, you wanna be popular. Okay, now the real drum roll, which isn't really a drum roll, but we are at number 50. The last movie that I watched in 2024 was Clifford. Those are the 50 movies that I have watched in 2024. This year, I want to watch more. I want to watch more movies of all different sorts. But as usual, I'll do my deep dive on movies that I think are interesting, that deserve a little bit more time. Thanks for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next one. And that is a wrap. Bye.